Okay, well, yesterday I noticed that my brake pedal went all the way to the floor, and after taking off the wheel and the drum, I can see that the wheel cylinder right there is leaking, and it looks like the brake pads are fairly well worn out. Now, what I've got down here, I've got a jack on the axle, and then if you can see it, I've got two jack stands supporting the wheels. So what I do is I take one off at a time. Got the got Sparky there helping. The wheels blocked in the front, and okay, before you jack it up, you want to loosen the lug nuts on the wheels so that once you get it off the ground, they kind of spin easily. And then there's one screw here, right there. So you have to get that out. Then the drum will come off. But if the handbrake's on, this won't spin, and you won't go anywhere with the drum if the handbrake's on. So you got to make sure the handbrake's off, and then you're in business. So what's still recording? What's next?
Basket, Stephanie.
Basically,
because that's possibly the problem.
I guess I got to get some sort of container underneath, and then I'm going to use mineral spirits. If you're in a jam, you could use gasoline. I've got some brake cleaner to finish it off with. So the next step is to clean all that crap up, get it all clean, and we'll take it. Okay, now remember to take the screw out of the drum. Let the brake off. Now, too interesting. I was trying to figure out what the problem was. Now, when I had the handbrake on, this side is not working. Okay, the handbrake. There's the cable. It's loose. It's moving in here. I don't like the way that spring is right there compared to the way the other side is. Well, it's not a lot different. Okay, but everything looks good. You know, this side seems to be working. This is where we had the blowout yesterday when I didn't have the drum on, when I put the brakes on. It's nice and dry. I might hit it again with the brake cleaner, because I didn't know if it was going to work, because sometimes these, you know, I just pushed it all back together. So that's okay. That's working all right. So, now this is touching here and here, which it should be. On this side, it's, well, a minute ago it wasn't touching. I'm not sure what the problem is right at the moment. There's nothing leaking. You know, that it was a problem was in the handbrake. Lost a lot of slack in the brake, so I think I have to crawl under the car. Oh, would be a loud motorcycle or something drive by right when I start. But okay, so the next step, I've taken the bits and pieces off the brake assembly. There's the old brake shoes, and they're all massively corroded with, contaminated with oil. There's some of the bits and pieces. There's some more bits and pieces. You got to get all the bits and pieces, get those as clean as you can. Now they make something like, you know, brake cleaner, Halford's, that works pretty good, but it's damn expensive. And then this whole drum over here, that's got to be really nice and clean too. Now the next step is to get this brake cylinder off, because it's still dripping down below. Now that's one of the things I was going to say earlier about trying to decide if you have a problem or not. Okay, let's say your brake suddenly stopped working, or the pedal goes to the floor. One of the first things you want to do is go up front to the engine compartment and look and see if the fluid level is down, and then go onto the inside of the wheels, on the back side of the wheels, and look and see if there's any liquid coming down. And if there's some sort of liquid on the back side of your wheels, then it's a sure bet the wheel cylinder's gone. So I'm in the process of taking that wheel cylinder off. Now, Gonna take that red plug out. That's to keep the dirt out. And this can be moved. That's the bleed valve there. Now, it's no problem getting this one off. The other one, there's the brake line one. It's been taken off so many times on mine. I'm gonna have to use something like a pair of vice grips to get on there and get that connection off. And it's not gonna. Okay, that's Daniel O'Donnell on the BBC Radio Boxer. But now, once I've disconnected the brake line in the back behind there, and then I've just give it a couple of taps, maybe from the inside, but just you're not using it anymore, so it's surplus to requirements. Let's get that baby out of there.
She's contacted the show every week looking for a Daniel O'Donnell.
Oh, it should come out easy. Feels like something else is holding it, but I'm sure there's nothing else. Okay, well, the problem is that retaining ring is gone. I don't know what happened to it. I've looked around. I don't remember taking it off. So, I mean, that could have been part of the reason why this whole thing failed. So what I got to do is I got to get this spring off there. Okay, so we got that off. We'll take this out. Get that out of there. Now this is pure bodge job stuff. Now I've got to somehow either put a washer on there like that, and then a bit of wire, or maybe I think maybe just some wire. I'm going to get a bit of copper wire and stick it on there for now. And it's just going to have to be a temporary job now. Get me back on the road until I can get down to Vauxhall or find one of these retaining clips someplace. But I'm going to get some copper wire and wire that in place so that it can't go anywhere. And then we'll continue on.